have to, like, research first?
Research? No.
It's just yes or no.
No.
You don't want to?
No.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, fine, then yes.
Put your hands...
Then, no, then yes, yes, yes,
No,
yes.
we're not going back and forth with this.
Why?
Okay, because...
Stop.
Oh, that's...
We're not going back.
Now I'm resisting.
Stop
that's
pulling
very
away.
forceful.
Stop pulling away.
Make sure you record! Make sure you record, because this is a normal thing for Florida. Oh, I'm resisting. Oh my God, I'm 100 pounds. I'm resisting.
Stop
resisting.
Woohoo, I'm resisting. What did I do?
Stop pulling away.
What did I do?
Stop pulling away.
What did I do?
A routine traffic stop is already throwing off red flags, high speed, weaving through traffic, and a driver who sounds scattered before the conversation even gets going. What starts as a simple stop is about to turn into a Dewey investigation, a roadside showdown, and a resist charge that changes everything in seconds.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you? Officer Delayed in the Cape Coral Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is you passed us going 51 on Del Prado, and then you're going about 65 on Veterans, driving in and out of traffic. Do you have your license and registration on you?
Yeah, I need napkins. I have sinus problems. I think my registration's in here. I don't know. Hold on, let me give you my license.
Okay.
That.
Thank you. Any luck on that registration?
Yes, I have my registration. I gotta find. Hold on. I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, you're sorry.
I don't know where the I put it. Honestly, it's in a book. Or wait. Hold on.
Where are you coming from tonight?
I picked them up.
Who's them?
Them.
Friends, family?
Friends.
Yep.
Here, love.
Thank you.
I have a number.
What's that?
I have a number.
Do you have an odor? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, go ahead and set that stuff up there because we don't need it right now. You've seen this?
Yeah.
Have you used it on a DUI investigation?
I have not, no.
Alright, so the way this works is, so you're going to ask her to step out of the car. When she comes out, you're going to explain to her that you've got some signs of impairment. You're going to start a DUI investigation. If she asks what you're talking about, you could say, you got odor of alcohol coming from you.
Slurred speech.
There's slurred speech, bloodshot glassy eyes. Did she have bloodshot glassy eyes?
A little bit.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't have a perfect look of her eyes, but her,
Okay.
her speech was slurred, and then I had to keep reminding her to get her registration.
All right. And then you can just say that there's a few other items that I'm seeing. You don't have to go into great detail because then it can become an argument.
Yeah.
But at least you have two indicators, right? And then you can always, your driving's a little aggressive as well, Also, there was a time there that she was crossing the lines. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When we came up here, she hit that.
She moved over a little bit.
Yeah. So I'll have that. So when you get her out, you can say, hey, I want to start a DUI investigation. Are you willing to participate in standardized field?
Sobriety exercise.
Yep. And then from here, you just start at the bottom. Are you sick or injured? Do you have any physical limitations? Right here. The only one that I would, or there's two, doctor, dentist. All right. And then when you say physical limitations, any problems with your hips, your knees, your ankles, your legs, anything like that? No. All right. Are you seeing a doctor or dentist for anything regularly? Type of stuff. And then right here.
Is it just yes or no, or do I get their name?
If they have info, go ahead and draw it. You can write whatever you want on this. You write notes. Yeah. Eyeglasses, contacts, are you blind in either eye? And then from here we'll do this. All right? Yeah. I'm going to have you do HGN, and then I'm going to do it and check it. Okay? So I'll explain it to her once you do that HGN, and then we'll move into walk and turn one leg stand. It's occupied twice. There's a female in the front as well. All right? So, and then we're going to go ahead and come up with... Hello, ma'am. Would you step out for me?
Why?
I'm asking you to, please.
No, that's no questions. No questions.
No, but I need to know why.
Well, I don't have to tell you why, but I'm going to.
Yeah, let's do it.
I sense some signs of impairment.
I don't want no issues.
Oh my.
Oh, get out.
Just wait in the car. Just wait in the car.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why does it make everything complicated?
Let's relax. It's okay.
Step out for me.
But why? Can I ask why?
Yeah, we'll go over it once we're out here.
Okay.
This is one of those moments people usually never see in body cam footage, the behind-the-scenes coaching. The senior officer is walking the newer officer through Dewey procedure step by step, explain the signs of impairment, keep it simple, avoid arguing, and move into standardized field sobriety exercises. That matters, because these tests are supposed to build observations, not win a debate on the roadside. You can also hear them mention HIN, that's the eye test officers use to look for clues of impairment. And notice the strategy here. Stick to the driving, the odor, the speech, and the behavior. Clean, direct, documented. Do you think this kind of on-scene guidance helps keep the stop professional? Or does it make the encounter feel like the decision was already made?
Yeah, just step over here for me.
So the reason we're having you come out is because we're seeing signs of impairment and we want to start a DUI investigation. That means you participating in standardized field sobriety evaluations. Are you willing to participate in standardized field?
No, I'm not impaired. I'm dropping them off over here. I'm going home. I live right off of Nicholas.
Okay. So the only way we can go forward from this is if you participate. If you don't participate, we have to make our judgment based off the observations we've seen so far.
What is your judgment for you to feel that way?
You have slurred speech, an odor of alcohol.
I don't have slurred speech. I don't have alcohol.
If you don't participate in standardized field sobriety evaluations, then you can't dispel our fear of your impairment. Okay? So are you willing to participate in standardized field sobriety evaluations?
What does that include?
We're going to check your eyes, and then we're going to have you do the walk and turn and the one leg stand.
Whatever.
Okay.
So you're willing to participate?
I'm not blowing, but you can do whatever the you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just step right in front of the car over here.
So you put you in front of the light so you can feel impaired. Fantastic.
Well, why would the light make you feel impaired?
Because it puts your judgment off, obviously.
All right, so I have some questions for you, okay? Are you sick and injured at all?
But why did you pull me over? Why
pulled
did you
you over
Why was I pulled over?
First off, you passed us going 51 on Del Prado. We followed you on Veterans, weaving in and out of traffic, going 60 miles an hour on Veterans.
66 miles.
66 miles an hour.
What? Do you have your proof of that?
Yes. Our observations.
Our
Yes.
observations. As long as-
Observation is proof?
Yeah.
I don't
Do you want to participate?
If I don't, then what? You arrest me?
We have to
Make it a judgment.
What's your judgment?
It's up to you whether or not you want to participate.
I mean, I'm not drunk.
Okay?
If I were or weren't speeding, I'm not saying either or,
So
but I'm
the question
not
I have.
impaired.
Okay, so my question for you is: would you like to participate in some field sobriety exercises to dispel my fear that you may be intoxicated?
Am I allowed to, like, research first?
Research? No.
It's just yes or no.
No.
You don't want to?
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, fine, then yes.
Put your hands.
Then yes, yes.
No, we're not going back and forth with this.
Why?
Okay? Because.
Stop.
Oh, that's
We're not going back.
Now I'm resisting.
Stop
that's
pulling
very
away.
forceful.
Stop pulling away.
Stop
Make sure you record.
Stop
Make sure you
tensing
record because this is a normal thing for Florida. Oh, I'm resisting. Oh my God, I'm 100 pounds. I'm resisting.
Stop pulling away.
Resisting.
Woohoo, I'm resisting. What did I do?
Stop pulling away.
What did I do?
Stop pulling away.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
Stop resisting.
What did I
Stop
do?
pulling.
Tensing up. Stop.
I'm tensing up. Okay, I got 3 cops on me, and I'm 130 pounds, not even, and I'm tensing up. Okay. What the is that?
Stop pulling.
Really? This is okay. Okay. But I need my phone and I need my wallet.
Okay.
If you want to arrest me
Here you go.
for doing nothing, so okay. me. You want to blow? You want to blow? You want to blow?
Yes.
Come on.
The next thing we were going to ask you to do is
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it
provide
right
a
now.
sample of your breath.
Let's do it right now.
Okay, we're gonna
right now. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Get in the car right now. You open that again, you're going to jail. Do you understand me?
You're grabbing me like that?
Well, you keep tensing up.
Oh, okay. You know what's funny?
Go ahead and pat her down. Put her in the car.
Yeah.
Come over here for me. Come over here.
Stop pulling.
Hey, record this.
Face the car.
Stop tensing up.
Are you trying to? What are you doing, bro? Are you trying to like assault me? Ew, she's grabbing me.
Stop tensing up.
Tensing up, she's grabbing my. What's on me? Look at me. Back up. What's on me? What's on me?
Sit down.
I want my wallet and my keys.
Get
and
in the car.
Where's all my? Really? Okay. Okay. You're gonna get sued. You're gonna get sued. You're gonna get sued. You're gonna get sued.
Here's where the entire stop starts to unravel. The officers are trying to pin down one simple question. Will she participate in field sobriety exercises or not? Instead, the conversation keeps looping. Denials, challenges, sarcasm, more questions. Then a last-second reversal right as the handcuffs come out. From a law enforcement perspective, that back and forth is a nightmare because officers are making decisions in real time based on what they're hearing and seeing, not on a perfect replay with subtitles. Once they move to detain, sudden resistance, pulling away, or tensing up can escalate the situation fast, even if the person feels like they're just reacting emotionally. And that's the tension here. Was this confusion, panic, defiance, or some messy combination of all three? Let me know, at what exact moment do you think this stop crossed the line from argument to full-blown arrest?
Let's do it now. Pick it up. That one right?
This one's yours, sir.
Thank you. Have them go ahead and step on it. All right.
Stepping out for me.
Drag me out.
Just come back here. Back of the car. Step out for me.
Yes, sir.
Back of the car.
Yes, sir. Sorry. We just met her tonight, and we were just trying to get to the next bar, and that's all that was happening. And she said, "We'll take you to the next bar," and that was it. That was all that happened tonight.
So you don't know her personally at
No,
all?
sir. No, sir.
We just met her at Rusty's.
Yeah, we just met her tonight. We were only at Rusty's for like an hour, and then we went to the deck. We had one drink there, and then we were on our way here. And we were like, "Would you mind dropping us off?" And then she's like, "Yeah, I can take you." And then we didn't know she was signal one doing the speed like out of her to stay speed limit. We didn't know. And yes, I know it's illegal double passengering. But she was just gonna drop us off here, and we were gonna Uber from here. That's it.
Do you guys have licenses or ID cards?
Yes,
I have my
yes,
ID.
I have ID. Yes. I just don't know why she was making, like I said, I don't know why she would make a big scene. Like, you guys were just telling her to get out. That was it. She don't have to be like, why this, why that. Just follow the rules. Just do what they say, please. Like, I was trying to tell her, but she's like, no. No, not really. No,
So you
not
just
really.
met her
Yeah,
at Rusty's?
she was already there.
So you
before
weren't
we
with her
were.
the whole time?
Yeah, yeah, she was already there before
Maybe like
we
30
were.
minutes.
Yeah.
Did you see her drink anything while you were at Rusty's?
This probably had
No.
like a shot of tequila, maybe.
Tequila.
She had a shot, and then at the deck, she had a shot. That's all we
And then we came here.
Okay.
Yeah. I've never gotten in trouble with cops before, so this is like my first time, and I'm like nervous about it. So that's why I'm all shaky
That good?
and antsy.
You guys are both good?
Okay.
Thank you.
Please
Thank you for your time.
try and be safe walking.
Yes, yes. And
And
I'm actually, like I said,
Get an
I
Uber.
apologize for what you guys have to deal with all the time. I know it's probably rough for you guys. It shouldn't be at all.
All right, remember that, my village.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you guys have a good
Be
night.
safe.
Thank you. Be
Thank
safe.
you guys.
April 4301, I'll unit check-in 10-4.
Are we leaving?
Yeah.
Can I please get my wallet and my phone because I don't have any like.
Yep. Grab a wallet, phone. Do you have house keys? Do you have house keys?
Now the contrast is impossible to miss. The passengers are calm, cooperative, and they tell officers they barely know the driver, only met her that night, and saw her take drinks before this ride. Then the outcome card lands. Dewey, resisting arrest without violence, probation, Dewey school, community service, and a suspended license. That's the bigger lesson in this footage. Roadside stops can go from inconvenient to life-altering in a matter of minutes when suspected impairment, argument, and non-compliance all collide at once. Whether you think the officers handled every step perfectly or not, this is exactly why demeanor, clear communication, and decision-making under pressure matter so much for everyone involved. If you found this breakdown as intense as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life body cam breakdowns.